we could go the way the government wanted us to go. We had to study other constitutions also, although we are not supposed to, but we went through it. And there was Rotimi Williams and type of people that we had in that constitution drafting committee. There was no way you could hurry things up. Things were done properly. We took our time. There was no hurry whatsoever. Once clause by clause, sentence by sentence, would it be right to do this? Would that be wrong to do this? Do we amend it so that way? Rotimi Williams was very specific. That's why he was called Timi the law. He knew the law inside out. So immediately saw you trying to go somewhere off the line, said, no. This is not the way we are going. We are going that way. So I'm not surprised it took some time.
As you just alluded to now, the cost of governance is prohibitive. In the light of our present reality, should Nigeria reconsider the bicameral legislature?
I don't think there's any need for bicameral system. What you need is one House Assembly or House Representatives. You reduce the cost. You become choosy in who you are nominating or appointing. And it'll be less expensive. I would rather we went back that the parliamentary system. It will be much cheaper, much cheaper, and much more workable. Because if it was only one house, you make have they have more time to devote on those particular items that was before them, rather than divert your attention to something else. But whatever comes to you, sit down properly and give a lot of attention to it, and whatever is produced is bound to be much more long-term than something that is short.
While in England, you were involved in the organization of the London branch of the Northern People's Congress, and you were said to have returned home in 1963 with the intention of being a politician, but that didn't happen. What derailed that dream?
I was interested in politics in my student days, when there was the NCNC UK branch, the Action Group UK branch. Then we had to establish our own Northern People's Congress. And as the Secretary General of that party, late Kaloma Ali, who would later become a minister under Sani Abacha, was our chairman. It was necessary to seek to defend your interests. All three political parties were trying to defend their own interests. So we thought that we might as well also establish our own party and look after interests. But I must say, under those conditions, we had this attitude of Nigeria was one. All this problem about, ethnicity and pride, tribe, and so on, they were there, but they are not so much propelled to whatever you're doing then. You're doing it in the interest of Nigeria, where Igbos and Yorubas in various committees are sitting down, trying to play together. And we work together. I'll give you an example. For example, in the MPC, you've got the late Ahmad Bello, who was the president of the party. And Rabalewa was the prime minister. He was the same political party. They are always feeling out what was happening in the country, what was happening in my constituency. And the other constituency was smaller. They are in a position to know what they are looking for, what the problems were, and they were prepared to give attention to it. And I must say, those politicians in those days, they are much more serious. They are dedicated to this welfare of the country. Unfortunately, as you grew up later, as we saw, so many things went wrong. You either think I'm a Yoruba man, so I must protect my interests in Yoruba or Igbo. But I wish it would be possible to go back to one system.
So what do you think went wrong along the way? How did we arrive at this point where ethnicity and tribe and religion has come to become so important?
They often say the British are responsible. When you are together, when they are controlling Nigeria, they want everything to be smooth running. But as they are going out, they want to create divisions. And if they create divisions, there will be so much turmoil and misunderstanding, and they will benefit out of the turmoil and misunderstanding. I don't know whether in the end that was really justified, but there must be some element of truth in that.
But it's been 57 years since the British left, and we're still struggling with these issues.
Once you establish something, whatever you establish, you create problems with it. You create that feeling, or the British created it, and we learned about it as they left. We just continue because the Yoruba man benefited more out of that type of situation. The Hausa man got more out of that situation. So if the Yoruba could go and make noise and collect something for himself or for his tribe, why shouldn't the Hausa man do that? So unfortunately, once it was left by the British in that system of commotion and so it was very difficult to get rid of it altogether.
You were ambassador to South Africa soon after apartheid was abolished. So much has been said about Nigeria's role in that process. But can Nigeria expect perpetual gratitude from South Africa?
No. There must have been something so wrong. Now, this attitude of, let us help them get out of their situation. We pumped everything to them. But there was no follow-up of saying, we did this so that when you become liberalized, when you're independent, you can work together. We gave so much, and it was just like, yeah, boy, give me 100 naira today. You come back tomorrow, give me 200 naira. The following day, he wanted some more, and just continue giving in order to make him survive and hope that one day he would appreciate what you have done for them. But there's a bit of miscalculation, not only in South Africa, where we have a big market in Nigeria. No African country could ignore Nigerian big market. And that's why when I was ambassador in South Africa, I used to run the federal government of Nigeria. These South Africans, they will first come in to show gratitude to you for the assistance you gave them. But if they are here to thank you, they will not ignore the size of the market. And gradually, they'll start eating into that market. And that's exactly what happened. What we need now is a different attitude of not look at things from far away. Get to know exactly, there must be some very, very few people who create problems so they could gain out of the creation of the problem. But we have not been able to do that up to now. Identify the particular areas where Nigeria could say, look, we cannot afford this problem here, and we must go that way. And the younger ones also have had no knowledge of what Nigeria did for their predecessors. We did so much for those that were living at the time, and they're always appreciative